No.
Yeah, well, and the reality of it is this, and this is good because who's going to teach you this kind of stuff? Nobody does. You don't read this in a book or anything. If you sign up to do something like this, right? So for people who will hear this who don't know what we're talking about, so I hold, these weekend-long intensives where it's not the majority of what we do is meditation. There's a lot of meditation, but there's an awful lot moving that's just completely outside of anything physical that we're going to do. And as soon as I set the date for that, the energy already it kicks in, and it kicks in as soon as you sign up and commit to it. Then the energy kicks in for you, and the closer we get to the time where we're going to start, the more those energies continue to come in and ramp up and ramp up and ramp up. So leading in that week coming into that intensive, you should have a lot of stuff coming up and a lot of things running and a lot of crazy and chaos and all of that, because that's exactly what needs to happen. That shows that you're in the perfect spot to go to the intensive. So that's very, very normal. And of course that would have something to do with you experiencing doubt, because there's an aspect of the ego that it recognizes on an unconscious level, but it recognizes what something like this weekend means for you and for your growth and your evolution. And for as much as it wants it, it equally doesn't want it, right? For its own selfish reasons. So it can do that. It can get you freaked out. I literally have had one person years ago that was going to attend the thing with me, and signed up, was very excited, and literally the day before got physically sick. And I mean sick, really sick. And I went over to see her and I was like, don't let this stop you from going. This, you need to go. And she did. She was like, no, I just, I can't. I feel terrible. I just can't go. And I was like, no, you're missing the opportunity. And that's literally how, remember the ego, I won't use that word, the mind, the lower mind, it controls what's happening to you physically as well. Don't forget that. So when there's stuff running, that's always ego's last resort. If it can't get you to move into something where on a intellectual level you choose the way it wants you to choose, it will always resort to the body. Because if it can get you to reattach to the body and believe the story of the body, it's gotcha, right? So it will use the body if it needs to for something like this. It's really fascinating. And when you know it all and you see it all, it is fascinating to watch and to witness in other people, to see what they move through as well. Usually it's just the first one that you would experience major doubt around, just because you don't know what you're walking into. The energy is there already, so you already know whatever's going to happen is already strong. And you're like, oh God. So that could be scary. I don't know what this means for me. After you experience it and come out the other side of it, then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, when's the next intensive? Right? Because I really need to go to another, I really need to go to another one, and then we all just look forward to doing them. But the first time is always special, because you don't know. And until you walk through, and I can't say for everybody that it's a positive experience for everyone. I will not say it's a fun experience for everyone. Julian's laughing.
I can believe that.
Yeah, there's a reason that I call it an intensive, right?
Right, because
it is intensive, and it's meant to be. And there are, I've had Linda, and I'll tease Linda all the time. I've had Linda in meditation during an intensive, fighting with every fiber of her being, because she just wanted to just run out of the building and just take off. Right?
I see your comment. I saw it, Linda.
Yeah, and I had another student who was so looking forward to it, because she had done a lot of different kinds of retreats and things like that. So for her, she was thinking, oh, this is going to be great. I go away for a weekend. It'll be really fun and be with a bunch of people. And, and it ended up, of course, all of her stuff came up. And so she left, and she was exhausted. And she was it was so hard for her. It was so emotionally hard for her the weekend. but a very positive thing. And that was the thing that she came away with. It was hard, but she hadn't ever experienced that amount of shifting in such a short window before, ever, so it's just one of those things that you just do not know. And every intensive is completely different. It's just completely different. The energy is different, and the group of people is always different, even if, because there's always changes in the group, and there's kind of our core group, but then we always have some people can't make it, or some come in new, and all that. So it's fun. It's fun. I've got a chat here from Linda. Oh, she says, I remember my first intensive. I cried on the way there, while there, and was so afraid I was going to be sent away. Oh my gosh, you thought I was going to kick you out? Wow, she never shared that with me. Oh, I wouldn't kick anybody out. No, not at all. And it's so funny what the ego wants to do with it, though. But in Linda, that's a good little story, because you can see there that the ego utilized that too, as trying to get you to jump onto the justifier that, oh, I probably shouldn't go. She's gonna kick me out anyway. I'm already a basket case. I shouldn't be there. I'll mess up their energy. Right? Yeah. That's funny. So Rashonda, absolutely. It's good that you're experiencing all of that. And yeah, it'll be wonderful. I'm really looking forward to it.